What up to my YUNGN gang? It's me, Gramz. I'm checking in, and I got my boo with me, Avery Joanna. Okay. Okay.
Sneak this, no sneak shit, that's just how I was raised. Had to get that soil. I've been down, I've been loyal. When you really hold it down, niggas ain't really down for ya. Oh no, what a shame. 10 years in a cave. Niggas like you ain't hot, you ain't pop, yes up, but you.
What up to my YUNGN gang? It's me, Gramz YUNGN checking in, and I got my boo with me, Avery Joanna.
Hey y'all, and we got Poppy.
Featuring Poppy, because he just can't get right, y'all. He just got off punishment, so excuse him. He's excited to be able to be free. But tonight I'm bringing you story time about a situation we went through when we first met. I started briefly briefing you guys on what I've been going through behind the scenes, but
My baby went to jail, y'all.
that's embarrassing, babe.
It's so embarrassing.
That's so embarrassing, especially when you first meet someone. Like, we really was slick on one of our first dates when I went to jail. So how embarrassing is that? Like, meeting somebody and be like, yo, what's up? What's your name? And then clink, clink. You in the back of a goddamn cop car
Oh my God.
trying to explain, baby, follow me to the precinct. So, before I get started with all of that, if you like the video, if you like the title, if you already know what we about, go ahead and thumbs this video up, comment down below, and subscribe to this channel. Baby, stop copying me.
I don't know what else to do with this.
But you did it though. Like, you was on point, like you read my mind type shit. But yeah, y'all, so boom. I've been going through the most with this whole court case. It's still not over. So I'm gonna try to sum it up for y'all.
Let's get into details, y'all.
Let's talk about first how, like, the headline conversation of the day was like, babe, have you ever been to jail?
Oh yeah, so let's start out there. I think we was just vibing that day. We was just riding around, and I think I was like, babe, you ever been to jail before?
He was like, I ain't never had no traffic problems.
Yeah,
I ain't never
something
had to
like
deal
that.
with
I said something
shit.
like that.
And I was like, well, I done been pulled over before, but I ain't never sat in jail. We ended up linking up with my best friend and her boo. It ended up being a topic again of the night. So I was asking people, like, have they been to jail, Everybody was giving me their jail stories, because I really, for real, at that point, didn't have anything to talk about when it comes to jail stories. After a few drinks, y'all were the one drinking. It was you, my best friend, and her friend drinking.
And then her other homegirl.
Yeah,
It was just a group of us. We all just was sitting outside at this restaurant. You know how restaurants have the outside patio part where you could vibe, drink, and eat, whatever. So while we was outside, I seen the cops like sitting in the parking lot. You know what I'm saying? But
I didn't.
It wasn't nothing for me to feel like I had to warn nobody. Like, y'all, the cops right there, da. So
Right.
it was just like, they pulled up.
Time went by, they were sitting outside. Everybody did their last round, like, of shots. Me personally, I was like, nah, I'm good. I don't need nothing. Because I knew I was going to be the designated driver. Like, I was really on some responsible shit this night, y'all. But really, everybody was, like, just on some chill shit, laughing and giggling, getting in the car. I still ain't see the cop. Everybody else knew the cop was in the parking lot. So the way the parking lot's set up is, like, when you drive out of the parking lot, you're going onto a street. There's no ongoing traffic. You just could cut to the right. It looks like you're driving out of a parking lot. Now, there is a red light. Well, there's a light in front of the parking lot. So I end up making a right. And when the light turns green, I get to the second light. I make a left. And I'm about to go into the gas station. Next thing you know, there's some goddamn red, white, and blue lights flashing behind me as I pull into the gas station.
Oh my gosh. I was like, oh my God, they go to police, y'all. They go to police.
And everybody like, oh yeah, that's the cop that was in the parking lot. The whole time I'm like, why nobody told me about this cop that was in the parking lot? Because I would have been more on my P's and Q's.
Because it just was like, we knew you wasn't really drinking like that, so it wasn't nothing for nobody to really feel warned. Because we thought we were going. Then our homegirl house was literally like 6 minutes up the street, so we wasn't really thinking nothing about
warning nobody.
Yeah, warning nobody. So it was just like,
everybody was like on some chill shit, like, you good. Everybody else, I was the designated driver. Everybody else could feel how they want to feel. As long as they knew I was good, nobody didn't have to tell me or give me no heads up. So I respect that. But I was asking niggas, like, why nobody didn't tell me? But anyway, boom. Cop pulls me over. I rolled my window down. Instantly, I know I'm good, like, legally. So I'm like, yo, here's my driver's license. Before he even asked me for it. But as soon as I rolled my window down, he's like, oh, you was drinking. But he said it like he saw us and watched us all night. Like, he ain't even smell no liquor on nobody's breath. He was watching us the whole time because we was on the patio at the place. So I get out. I'm standing behind the car. I'm worried about what everybody else thinking because this is an embarrassing moment for me. Especially because we was on our little date. Mm-hmm. Like, we was, like, on some cute shit, y'all. Like, our friends was recording us because we was on some cute shit. They was trying to get us to pay them attention because we was so into each other while we was at the restaurant. So this is embarrassing to me. 20 minutes later, me to be standing behind the car talking to a cop. So he has me doing all these different sobriety tests. He had me walk back and forth. He had me goddamn do the little eye laser thing, following my eyesight. He had me goddamn doing the breathalyzer. He had me do so many things. Like, how long was I outside the car for real?
We would had to be there for no more than 30 minutes, but we was there for a minute. Like,
and what time of night was it? Was it like 2 in the morning?
It probably was like 12:31. It was like around that time.
He had me do so many sobriety tests, y'all. I got to the point I was like, I'm talking just like I'm talking to y'all. I'm like, so sir, at this point, I'm not drunk, right? Because I would have been stumbled when you asked me to walk back and forth. Like, I would have been in the back of your car in handcuffs if I was drunk for real. Because you did all these tests. I'm like honestly, let's just be real with each other. I'm not drunk. And he was like, well, there's no pass and fail to this.
He was being an asshole.
Yeah, he was being
and
a
then he
dickhead.
had like 2 other police officers around the car, like trying to guard the car as if we was about to do something. It was too much. Like, it was just too much going on for me. Like, if any of us probably would have got in the car, they would have shot us. No lie. The way they was posted up in the car, they was like
shit. Yeah.
And then we had another homegirl with us, and she was just on some rah-rah shit.
Yeah, she was tipsy.
You know, she was tipsy. Everybody was tipsy. I was fucked up. I was drunk, okay?
Speaking of that, you definitely was drunk.
I was drunk.
You was drunk, right? In the passenger side, right? Mm-hmm. Okay, I'm being clear about that. So this is where we get into with that part. So I tell him that I'm already, like, sober. I'm not drunk. I'm acting normal. I'm talking to him in a calm voice. He's like, you want my honest opinion? He's like, I really feel like you are under the influence and I gotta take you to jail. I'm like, oh my gosh.
Like, not tonight.
Not tonight, sir. Not tonight. I'm literally
and
like 2 minutes away.
What do I do?
Right. So he starts putting the cuff on me. I hear everybody.
I'm like, so you finna take her to jail? I'm like, girl, out the window. So you finna take her to jail? I'm like, ma'am, get back in the car. And I'm like, baby, they finna take you to jail? She like, yeah. I'm like, what the fuck?
I'm like, y'all, just keep calm, y'all. I'm good. So he puts me in the back seat. They
wouldn't let me out the car.
Yeah, he ain't let nobody out my car. Like, everybody was like, what the fuck going on? If anything, like, there's nothing wrong with her. She's completely fine. She didn't even drink much. I'm telling y'all, I only had 1 drink, literally. And it was a mixed drink. I just knew my limit, and I knew I wasn't out and trying to get drunk. So.
And you don't get drunk.
I don't get drunk.
Right.
So this man puts me in the backseat of the car and he asks me permission to go breathalyze my boo. And she in the passenger side. Now I know my baby done had about. How many drinks you say
we was drinking before? I feel
before
like
we
left. Got there. Till we got to the restaurant. I mean, to the place we was eating at, we was drinking. And I was lit. Like I was really feeling my drinks, like, for real.
Feeling it.
So the nigga was like, who could drive? And I was like, shit, I'm driving. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna push the car. So he was like, okay, so I'm doing breathalyzer on you. Y'all, why the fuck I passed the breathalyzer?
I'm in the back seat talking
Baby
shit.
ain't had no motherfucking drinks, but I passed the test.
I'm like, yo, how the hell they passed? At this point, I'm like, yo, she need to be back here with me. I ain't tell him that, but
I know you thinking it because it's like, hold on, that ain't make no sense.
Right.
Now I know you just trying to trying to racial profile me, like,
yes.
That's the only way, and you bored, and you was watching me
the
enjoying myself with my friends. You didn't even know who was the driver, who was drinking, who was not. All you see was a bunch of people outside, loud and black.
And because I'm driving, he know he had to stick me.
And he know everybody get stopped at that one light.
But right. So after he breathalyzed my baby, he allows her to get out the car until she comes to the window. I'm in the back seat, handcuffs and shit, trying to be gangster shit.
But listen, they wouldn't let me out the car, so I had to tell the officer. I was like, so I can't go at least tell her bye. I can't give her a kiss or nothing. He like, no. I was like, so what if it was your bitch in the backseat of the car? You wouldn't want to kiss her? He gonna say, all right, make it quick. So he let me out the car, so I went to go kiss her and stuff like that. Cause I just felt so bad. Cause it was just like our night was going so good. Like what? Like I don't get it. Like what was the point of this?
We was chilling like hell.
It was annoying.
Right. So I'm like, yo, babe, whatever you do, cause you know me, I be on my activist shit. So I'm like thinking about Sandra Bland. I'm thinking about everybody that did dirty. And
I ain't even think that deep.
Word.
I was still lit. Like
Right.
I was intoxicated.
Cause I'm sober and like, oh, this shit don't need to be happening to me. So
But
I'm
that
like, baby,
situation a little bit, it sobered you up. You know, you see the police, you fucked up, it sobers you up automatically. You be like, okay, all right. So,
and I was like, yo, babe, follow me. I don't give a fuck what's going on. Follow me. I'll give her a kiss and tell her to follow me to the precinct. So he pulls off, and then he's like flying, like literally doing 40.
why you acting like you in cuffs?
That's
like,
weird, right?
It's so weird. Like, what's going on? You want to go back?
Yo, I'm so
Don't do that.
traumatized,
I
baby.
missed you.
I'm traumatized, mama. On my way to the precinct, I'm watching him fly through the lights, and I look behind me and I see he dusted them. I'm like, oh my God, what the hell is his motive? Because why are you being ignorant like this? You know, she don't even know her way around through goddamn where we was at. So we get there. So I was like, at this point, sir, I'm feeling like I'm being racial profiled. Like, I feel like you don't like black people. He was like, how did I know you was going to say that? He was like, I was waiting for you to say something like that. I was like, because what do you expect? If I'm sitting here sober, talking to you like an adult, why are you still trying to take me to jail and saying that I ran a red light? So I was feeling racially profiled. I was confronting him, and he was like literally trying to like make me feel like I'm just overreacting because I'm in the back of a police car sober as shit. So I get to the precinct, like they're handing me a jumpsuit, like feeling like a prisoner. I felt like it was some motive to that. Like he wanted me to feel less than who I was because he knew I was smart. So I'm talking to the other police officer. She's a black lady. So I'm telling her where we was at. She was like, oh yeah, they always pull people over at that light. They always catch people. And this particular restaurant always overserve people liquor. So I'm like, damn, if that's the case, then y'all need to be cracking down on the goddamn restaurant that's in the wrongdoing. I had to take the breathalyzer like 4 times, and it just was so confusing. It was irritating. I ended up sitting in jail for 9 hours.
And as she was sitting inside jail for 9 hours, I sat outside for the whole 9 hours. And she was sitting in jail. I was on the phone with her mom. Her mom called me like back and forth nonstop. Her mom called me so many times.
I know mommy was going crazy.
I just was talking to her mom, you know, just trying to keep her updated or just having random conversations through it all. Just, you know, talking about other stuff just to, you know, keep her mind focused off whatever was going on. But yeah, me and her best friend C, me and C, we sat in the motherfucking car for 9 hours straight. We sat out that bitch. We went inside.
I was on the phone with you every 5 minutes, yo.
Baby called my motherfucking, baby ran my motherfucking credit card up. Okay?
Yo.
She ran my credit card up.
I called every 5 minutes.
Baby had a bail, and
yeah,
I bailed my baby out of jail.
Yo, that was so fucking
I got my baby out because we're not finna sit in jail. We're not finna do that.
Imagine, like, just being on a date with somebody you just getting to know, and then boom, you go to jail, and now the night that you intended to turn out good and fun and getting to know each other, now you fucking in a situation that's serious as hell, and she's there for you, not knowing, she barely even know my last name, and she was like showing me so much loyalty, and it just felt so good. Like it took my mind off of the real situation that was at hand. Because y'all know me, you know what I've been through when it comes to police. You know I vlog my experience every time it's something to do with the police. So you know how I think. But the fact that I was able to like feel so calm and at peace during this whole situation that was totally out my control was fucking lit as fuck. Like, I'm sitting on the phone with her, we talking about some shit that's outside of what's actually going on. But like 9 hours straight. Like I called you literally, and we was
9 hours straight, like back to back.
Yo, and I
Your
was
call is
missing
$9.99. Boom, $9.99. Boom.
you. You got
back
1 minute left.
Back to back. She's like, baby, you sure you want me to come back? I'm like, come back.
Come back.
Come back.
I'm
Come
outside.
back.
I'm
I'm
outside.
outside. I'm just waiting on you. Come back. But
It felt so good, y'all. I thought I was a thug. I was in a cell by myself too, so I just was like talking all that shit. Like
She experienced that big boy shit. She swear she was doing something.
Yo,
like fucking.
I could have came out with my hair braided to the back if it was some shorties in the cell with me, but you know what I'm saying? But that was like an experience that was like embarrassing, but I felt like it showed me who I was dealing with, and like it opened my mind up to like, damn, like she really messed with me. No, ain't nobody else that's just gonna sit around and just make sure you straight, not knowing you like that. So it showed me that she really has good intentions, and that shit like was lit. It felt good. It helped time pass by. It made 9 hours that would have been hell if I didn't have her go by like it was sweet. So that shit is crazy, babe. Like, have you ever been in a situation like that?
No, that was the first time ever.
So, like, how did you feel, like, mentally? Like, damn, is this too much? Like,
I didn't feel like it was too much. I felt like it was fucked up because I knew it wasn't your fault, and I knew the police officer was being, you know what I'm saying? If it was your fault, you know, I still would do what did, but I would have been more mad.
Right.
But the fact that I knew it wasn't your fault, it was like people was fucking with you. It was like, nah, you can't let nobody sit for no shit like that. And
Right.
to this day, niggas still going to court for it.
I'm still going to court.
Still going to court for it. So in the day, it's just so annoying, y'all.
Yeah. But
we just pray that you guys just bring us peace,
yeah.
guidance.
Pray
pray
for
us. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because I don't
don't even pray for our relationship, because we don't need prayer in that area, because we got this. But just pray for just protection. You know what I'm saying? And have us. That's all we asking for.
Right. I would appreciate that greatly, because and in this day and time, like, it's a spiritual warfare. Like, it's so much shit that's going on with people spiritually that is being evil. So I pray for the cop that did the shit and forgiveness. Like, I already forgave him for the stupid shit that he did. So I just hope that he ain't doing nobody else like this who ain't fortunate to have somebody like my baby that, you know, be able to bail them out. You know what I'm saying? You don't know what type of toll it'll take on a person. So, with that being said, that's our story time. This is our very first video for real together one-on-one.
Baby.
Shout out to my baby, because she don't do this YouTube shit. So I appreciate you, babe, for doing this shit, because that's big. I know what type of person you are. You're so private. So I appreciate you even wanting to be on the channel. And y'all, stay tuned. I'm about to go eat this good-ass chili that my baby cooked. That's why I'm rushing, because I'm hungry as shit. And her food good as fuck. Gotta go.